Hey, it's Bill Stage from 97X, and I'm with Kathy Wine from riveraction.org here in the Quad Cities. And there's a huge thing going on this weekend. Floatzilla is happening on Saturday. And Kathy's here to tell us a little bit about what this is all about. First of all, Kathy, welcome. Thank you for coming in. Can you tell us a little bit about River Action and what you guys do in the Quad Cities?
Yes. River Action is a nonprofit citizens action group that works on a lot of riverfront activities as well as issues. We are interested in educating people about the river and its health. We work to improve its health. We have a lot of activities that are around the being on the river itself, and one of those is Floatzilla. We do taming of the slough. We have other things that are beside the river. We started the Channel Cat in order to get people out and pretend that this is your boat. You can do it just about any time that you want.
Sure.
And, we're doing things like that, too.
Is it just the summertime events, or do you have some stuff in the wintertime as well?
We do. We know that it's important to do things in the winter. We always participate in Bald Eagle Days, and as well, we have a Henry Farnham dinner, which celebrates how the Quad Cities played an important role in history in some way, many ways, actually. And so every year we find a new subject to explore and have speakers on that subject.
So how long have you been with River Action?
Well, I'm one of the founders. Actually, we were in 1985. We were very interested in getting public access, in particular, bike trails, and so we started Ride the River. The event has grown over the years, and we've also put all proceeds back into building trails. So I'm proud of that, and we've got a lot of miles of trails, 30 on each side. When we started, we saw the need. We had 2 miles of trails on Ben Butterworth Parkway. Other cities had done it. We thought we can do it too, so we started dedicating those funds for.
Have you always been passionate about this sort of thing? When did your mindset kind of move towards the river?
Well, when I was first married, Tom and I had an apartment that looked over the river, and when I saw the lights from the Arsenal Island reflected in it, and now because bluffs in the Quad Cities are beautiful ways of viewing the river, and then that reflection of light, I was a goner. This is something that everyone should see and have access to, and it's fantastic. And so I've been interested in it ever since. So,
right. So you didn't necessarily grow up a river rat. It just kind of came to you.
I grew up on a farm. Maybe that was part of it because we were landlocked in north central Iowa. So, so I do appreciate the beauty of our natural resource.
Yeah, it's something special here in the Quad Cities, that's for sure, and it's good for people to get out and do events like these to really kind of experience it. And it's almost like, we take it for granted. It's here all the time, and we drive down River Drive all the time to go to work every single day. It gets monotonous. It takes an event like Floatzilla to go, I'm going to get out on the river and do something fun and really take advantage of where we're at here in the Quad Cities.
Oh, my gosh. My heart skips a beat when I see 1,500 kayakers out in the Mississippi River going from Bettendorf down to Lake Potter. It is a thrilling thing to see. And I feel at the same time we're capturing stewards of the river because, you paddle Floatzilla, that's what we're all about, cleaning up the river, so you're contributing to that.
Yeah. So how many years has Floatzilla been happening?
This is our 10th.
Okay, so big 10 years. And how did it all get started?
Yes, that's a fun story, too. We had just done the reenactment of the Grand Excursion in 2004. And then we looked at some other things. We brought in the steam train again for some Riverway activity. We did some other activities during the summer. We called it the Riverway festivals. And at the point where we were trying to decide on the next one, we had a wonderfully talented and creative young man working for us, Mick Holgerson. He said, well, we could do another lighted boat parade or something like that. We would actually bring it back, so we thought that'd be kind of fun. Or we could go for the largest canoe and kayak float in the nation, see how many canoes and kayaks we could get together, and call it Floatzilla. And here's an I that we could use for a logo. And he came up with all of that. And we just were goners on that, too. So that is what we're doing. And we've been doing it ever since.
Now, how close to the world record have we gotten so far?
Well, it's 3,150, and last year we were at 1,650.
Okay.
We were hoping that everyone that came last year would bring one more person this year, and that would do it.
That'd be great. Well, it's going on this Saturday. There's 6 different launch places here along the river. Are people able to register for this right now?
You can register right now, still online, up through a Friday morning. Then on Friday afternoon at 5 o'clock, we have Tax Slayer's lobby, and we're doing all the packet pickup. Then you can still register. And on Saturday morning, you can do it at Lake Potter. We have a registration desk there, too.
Gotcha.
So, yes, we want people to, if they're waiting to see what the weather's like or whatever, we want them still to come.
Yeah.
This is the place to go to practice and get active in paddling the Mississippi. It's safe because we don't have barges out there. We have 20 safety boats out there. There's safety in numbers. You have lots of people to help you if you're having, you don't need somebody to steady it while you get in the boat or whatever.
Yeah,
a lot of people to help.
I've been in a kayak a couple times. I wasn't very good at it. It's something you gotta practice. Or maybe I was just kind of scared. You know what? I was in Boy Scouts, so this is many, many years ago, and we had to do a thing where in order to get out into the river, we had to do the loop-de-loo.
Yes, I know.
The roll.
The roll.
So that was a little intimidating. So it can be a little intimidating. Is there places to go to practice or to any training involved?
Yes. Well, we have done that in the past. This year we haven't a scheduled class called it Tune Up for Floatzilla. But if there are any people that want to know more, we do have folks at Lake Potter that can show them what to do.
Okay.
We have a class also for kids. We call it Cops, Kids, Kayaks, Canoes, and we pair up kids with an officer.
Oh, great.
Someone who might be ordinarily kind of intimidated by meeting an officer. But this is a really fun event, and everybody's all smiles, and it's great.
Yeah.
And we've already had our class for all the kids. We're grateful for the help at Wapsie River Center to have their teachers teach the class.
Sure.
So that's
but for next year, we'll make sure everybody wants to get out and do the training and all that. But Saturday morning, kind of walk us through what all is involved. There's a lot of people.
Let me start on Friday night.
Oh,
because that's our packet pickup, and you can still register. And that evening at 7, and this is fairly easy slough backwater, we have Carlos Beretta, who's going to lead the Quad City Kayakers, and anyone who wants to go down Sylvan Slough past the island and back, and that will be a fun paddle in the evening. Then a little bit later at dusk, we're one of the launches where we have campers too. This year, the Lindsay Park Yacht Club is showing free of charge Bohemian Rhapsody on an outdoor screen, kind of as a lead into the Queen tribute at the Symphony the next night.
Yeah.
So, and you can camp at the green space just east of the Lindsay Park Yacht Club. So that's fun Friday night agenda. And then Saturday, we start in the morning with different launches.
About what time?
The first one starts at 8 up at Leach Park. The last launches are at 10, starting at 10 at Lake Potter.
Gotcha. So it's not all at once.
No, not all at once, but we do have a lot in the locks during the lock-throughs.
Sure.
We do as many as we need to until everyone's down in the lower pool. And then they come into the pool. We have activities going on, music. We give out squirt guns and cannons and beach balls and all those things. Then at 2 o'clock, we take the photo that would determine whether we had enough in the float for the world record.
Gotcha. So a Guinness World Record, a person who works there doesn't actually have to be there. It's the picture that then gets submitted.
That's right. That is right.
What's
they count. They do the count.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Not us. Yeah.
What's the process for that? Is it super official? Do you have to get verification in certain ways?
Yes, you do. We cannot have any flotation devices or any what do I want to say? The kind you blow up.
Sure, like
that
an
kind. Air kayaks.
I want to say air mattress,
right.
but that's not right.
Those don't. It has to be hard-sided.
Gotcha.
Kayak or canoe, and you must be connected to the one next to you by holding on to it, so that the float doesn't have any arms out that are not part of the actual float.
Gotcha.
And yes, and then the photo has to be in such that you can count everyone. And we have two ways that we do that. We have a Hampton crane, and the crane is up high enough that our photographer gets great photos up there. But we also have a drone.
Great.
And one year we had to rely on that one. So we'll go at it from two different directions.
Yeah. No, that sounds like a blast. This Saturday, Floatzilla.org is the website to go to. Riveraction.org is another website with a ton of information for all the different events throughout the year. Did we hit everything? Do you want to show a little bit about what the flotation,
yes, sure.
What do you have over here?
I do. We have introduced on the docks an actual logo that says Life Jacket Zone. We are very particular about when we launch people. Get your life jacket on. It can't be just in the boat. And so that's the effort. We want to make sure it's safe, and the Coast Guard that works with us all the time is there to reinforce all those rules as well.
Bass Pro Shops need to sponsor you?
No, they're not a sponsor.
Well, they should be.
I know. We purchased this with some grant money from the Scott County Regional Authority.
Great.
But we have in here authorized by the Coast Guard. So if you can read the label, then you know it's an authorized jacket, and that's what you want to use. If it's all faded and you can't read it anymore, I wouldn't count on it. I just use the label.
That's a good rule of thumb.
It is, and then you just wear it and buckle it up, and it's designed to fit children or adults, but then the straps will be adjustable, and so it fits tightly enough that
nice and easy.
It's going to work.
Safety first.
Yeah, safety first. That's really true.
Should be a great time. So make sure you jump on those websites, floatzilla.org or riveraction.org, and to get all the information you need for Floatzilla. And let's get ourselves a record.
I know. We already have 19 states, I want to say.
Is that right?
That reaches out to a lot of people in this country.
Yeah.
I was particularly excited when the group from Louisiana signed up. That's our connection to the Gulf.
Sure.
Clean water. Paddle the Mississippi.
Yes.
Do it all.
That's right. That's right. The largest paddling event on the Mississippi River, Floatzilla, happens Saturday, August 17th. And Kathy, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.